As we continue with After Hours, pleased to be joined now by the hockey god, although it's not nearly as vain as it sounds. So Adam Gaudette can explain it.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know where that came from. I think back in high school when everybody
it's your
was
Twitter name,
yeah,
right?
no, yeah. I don't know how it came about though, but I think I just made it up one night and put it together. Back when in high school and everybody was trying to find a funny Twitter handle
Has a
or
nice
something.
ring to it.
Yeah, it works.
So, all right, makes sense. And so do the Twitter handles of your brothers. We have a picture of your family here. Brady, who's at the University of Maine, is Godzilla. Your youngest brother, Cam, playing for the Northeastern Generals in the U.S. Hockey League, is the Godfather.
I hope Cam got a haircut.
So the Gaudettes have it covered. This is a picture your mother tweeted in late August,
Yep.
the last family dinner before Brady left for the Maine Black Bears. So make the introductions here.
All right, from left to right is Cam. He's the youngest. He's playing junior still. The middle is my dad, Doug, with my mom, Tara. And then the one next to me is Brady, who's a freshman at University of Maine. Brady and Cam played together last year. They've been playing together most of their lives, pretty much. So it's been funny to watch them grow up and play together, fight with each other, and how they've developed into the players they are today.
The shooting game must be pretty intense.
Oh, yeah. So we would always have...
The younger brother looks pretty big.
He's bigger than me.
Yeah.
He's about 6'1", 6'2", 205. He's a big boy. But we don't know how we got so big. But, no, it's been fun growing up with these two. And we'd always have a rink outside in our backyard every year. We'd always be on that, playing mini hockey. You know, everything was always hockey. But, it's good to see how they've grown and come to the players they are today.
And here you are in the NHL. So, Louis, let's get to Adam's major contribution tonight, which was the penalty you drew.
Yeah.
It really was, and you got some work done. We see you had it before you came on. We had Jake, and we got you to look into the camera, and a couple of chiclets that got broken, and a stick came up. That was up pretty aggressively, but you knew right away. You went to the bench.
I knew something was wrong.
But you know what? That's kind of an assist you got, because it was 2 power play goals scored on that power play. That extended 4-minuter, and that's part of the game.
Yeah. I didn't know what happened exactly. I knew something wasn't right, but yeah, those things happen, and
that's a hockey player.
That's what we'll call your hockey makeup. You achieved something very special in training camp, and Louis, you can expand on that.
Yeah, you know what? This year, this team looked like it was pretty deep, and there wasn't really a whole lot of holes in the roster that they could fill. But you came in and did what every general manager and every coach likes. You made the decision impossible to send you down. You came in and made this team with your work and your play. How did that come about? You come in with that mentality, obviously, every year to make the team, but you just seem to come in with a burning desire this year.
Yeah, I think last year when we had our end of the year meetings before all the moves were made in the off season, I knew that I was going to have to do that anyways, and I knew I was going to have to fight for my spot on the team, and that's something I think I've always had to kind of do in my career is fight for what I've been accomplished, and it's just, I think it goes off how I play, is being relentless out there and not taking no for an answer. And I had a good summer, so I had the confidence to come into training camp, and ended up having a good training camp.
Let's go back to your draft year, Adam. You were playing with the Cedar Rapids of the United States Hockey League. You weren't tearing it up. I think you had 30 points in 50 games.
Yeah.
But you were on the NHL radar. What were your expectations with respect to the draft?
I think right where I was picked in the 5th round. I didn't think I was going to go any higher than that. I think 5th, 6th round was my area, and we weren't even sure if I was going to get drafted. Good thing we did, because we had a party. So, but no, I think that year was really the first year where I played, with guys who were more developed than I was, and it took me a little bit to get going, and then it was a good year for me to transition into college.
So you, because you weren't sure if you were even going to be drafted, obviously decided not to go to the draft, which was in Florida that year. So your family had a backyard party at home in Braintree, Massachusetts, which is about 20 minutes from Boston, and the absolute best part of that day, bar none, was your grandmother's reaction when you learned that you had been taken in the 5th round by the Vancouver Canucks. Let's listen to this. It is gold. It's magic.
We have to listen to it?
Yes, we do. Here she comes.
Oh my God.
Oh. Oh, she's either overjoyed, Adam, or she's just witnessed a murder. What did you think of Grandma's reaction?
I don't think she really knew what was going on, to be honest. Whenever she's watching my brothers or I, she's always like that. She's always got that enthusiasm. Both my grandmothers, honestly, they try to come to as many games as possible. Every Northeastern game they were at growing up, they were always coming to our games, and they were always yelling as loud as they could from the top of the stands, and a little too much sometimes when my parents had to go sit in another section just to watch the game. But
Yeah.
no, they're awesome, and just the support that they've shown to my brothers and I our whole lives has been great.
Then on to the NCAA with the Northeastern Huskies, where by your third year, it was clear the Canucks had stolen you as a fifth-round draft pick. You tore up the nation that year, led Northeastern to the Hockey East title, 60 points in 38 games, and you won the Hobie Baker Award. What, for you, was the highlight of that magical season?
Definitely the bean pot. I went to Northeastern because I wanted to win a bean pot, and that was the 30-year anniversary since the last time we won one, and it was just a special night.
You had a hat trick in the final here against BU.
Yeah, it was even better to beat BU, and to do it with that team was great. It was probably the highlight of my college career was that win, and bringing the bean pot back to the Huntington Ave, and it was emotional for us. My girlfriend kept making fun of me because I was crying with the bean pot in my hand that night, and but I just don't think people realize how much that means to us.
Let's quickly get Kevin Van Dyke in here. We're running short on time, so be as concise as you can here. He wants to know the challenges of going from a successful 200-foot player at the college level to trying to be that guy in the NHL.
I think the biggest challenge was the speed and the strength with this league, and I think every level that you go to, you're going to find that. But I think with this league, that's the biggest thing, because you got to find guys quicker, you got to react quicker, and you got to think quicker, and and guys are heavy on pucks, so. I think that was definitely the biggest one.
Okay, 7 goals on the season now for you. Every one of them celebrated in spectacular fashion. If you just saw these celebrations and not the goals, you might think they were the result of the winning goal in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Thank you, Sedin. Send this question. How many more Sellies are left that we haven't seen yet?
Quite a few, I think. I think I got some more in my bag of tricks here.
Well, you sellied back in the day. All the goals we saw when you were younger, you're selling. You've carried that right forward, and I say keep selling.
Why so exuberant, though?
It's fun. Yeah. I don't know. I love to score goals. It's always been fun, and ever since I was a little kid, I was always getting way too excited. But gotta love to score goals, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, that's what it's all about. Adam, thanks for your time. Great to have you on the program tonight. So, Adam Gaudette, a fifth-round draft pick, now a full-time NHL player, was our guest on After Hours. We'll be back to conclude the proceedings here at Rogers Arena in a moment.